Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 20th through the 22nd. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Aries, we're going to be doing a weekly for the next 2 weeks, and we will resume dailies on January 3rd. I am just like, you guys know how I feel about it. I really, really love the dailies, man. I'm going to miss it. But the weeklies are going to be just as awesome. So just 2 weeks. January 6th, we'll be back. Courage flies out. So they're asking you to be very brave this weekend rather. We have discovery and angels of the four directions. So there's something here about you being empowered by the knowledge that you have angelic help on your side. You're going to see things differently and see that everything works out for your greatest good. You will see this according to this. There's nothing that you need to do. There's a vibe of like understanding that there's nothing you need to do, and it takes a lot of courage for you to sit on your hands, right? The angels are going to show you blessings in disguise, blessings all over the place. A lot of things are going to be revealed to you here. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of things being revealed to you. Okay. Well, your mind is being highlighted as well. I'm seeing mind, a lot of mental energy, but courage as an energy is about you just being facing things head on, things that you may avoid usually. A lot of times what you may avoid is the unknown, that void of unknown. If it's not something that you can actively put your hands on, it's not actively something you can say, oh, I can move this, let's move that. But it's something where you have to focus on that is outside of the realm of what you can do. You may avoid, right? Like when it comes, I'm not saying that you guys don't have faith or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But there's some things that some of us avoid. Like we avoid believing in certain things that you can't see. And so there's something about you needing to, well, you're going to be shown that you should believe in things outside of the realm of what I can touch, taste, feel, smell, you know, that kind of thing. We have Hanged Man, Temperance, King of Pentacles, Hierophant. You're going to discover that everything is happening for your greatest good. That's the best way I could put this. Um, that you have more control over your life than you realize, but it's not about what you do. It's about what you say and what you think more than anything else that you have control over. Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups with the angels of the four directions. This is about wish fulfillment. You don't have to do much. The Page of Cups doesn't do much. This is a talker. Page of Cups, they always call him the breadcrumber or her, the breadcrumber, right? Depending on what deck you use, it's him or her. Um, um, because sometimes it's the princess and sometimes it's a page and it's a boy. But I will say this, right? This is a person who says all this great stuff. Oh, I could do this. I'll do this for you. I care. Da, 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 da. But when it comes time to show, doesn't have much experience in showing. So, they doesn't really show as much, right? They talk a lot though. And if you see that in a relationship, most people are like, "Ooh, I don't know." This is someone who may propose, but then you'll be engaged for 20 years, kind of thing. I'm sorry for laughing, but it's funny because I never really thought about it till just now. It's like things are just coming to me. But this is interesting because they're talking about your wishes being granted, but a lot of your wishes are going to come from you speaking and kind of like fantasizing about what you would like to see happen. And you may avoid doing that. You may avoid saying things that you're not really sure you can make happen. But this is about not about you, not you making it happen, but that this is going to happen as a miracle behind the scenes, outside of the realm of you. You have a very, I want to say, generous and capable guardian angel over you, or guardian spirit, whichever you ascribe to. There is something on the other side that makes things happen for you. Very powerful one that can materialize things, or can is not like the Jedi mind trick necessarily, but one that is listens very closely to your thoughts. They're wanting you, the one, I guess, the way that you could, if you were looking to hone in on what those thoughts were or how to utilize this gift. I would say, if you know where you know your chart, you should look under where your Mercury sign, right? Every planet has something ascribed to it, unless you're one of those people that has a void in that space. And even to that degree, there's an explanation as to why that would be. So you would look under the Mercury, where Mercury is placed in your chart, because they want you to understand that it's time for peace, not war. So some of you may be in your mind thinking about how, ways to bring peace to your situation. They're asking you to discover a new way to bring peace, which would be focusing mostly on your wishes, like the things you really want in your life. Um, mm, you may have been stolen from too, and I'm seeing that as well. That may be something that you're focusing a lot of your energy on. Somebody, so and so scammed me, so and so took from me, and you may be focusing your thoughts largely on the war that you would like to wage on a person who has done something to you, and spirit's asking you to hold off on that and to focus more on what you want. Now, if in that, say that's an instance, say something was stolen from you, say that's the case, you would focus on wanting to be restored. Not necessarily, oh, I hope that person catches whatever comes to him for doing this to me, but more of like, I want to be restored. Actually, what it was taken, I would like for that time so much back, but I'd like to be put in a space where it wouldn't matter if anyone took this much from me. You know what I mean? And to go there, I hope I'm making sense, right? But they're asking you very much so to breathe love into your life. Like, remind yourself consistently to breathe love. Breathing love into one's life is to speak it into one's life, and it's make it as effortless. Like, breathing is effortless, is involuntary. So you know what I mean. They're telling you that your mind is a tool. Like, what they really want you to say to yourself, in a sense, to help get your mind in this space, is to say, my mind is my tool to use in any way I wish. Understanding that your mind is a tool, because um, you have angels dispatched on your behalf that use that tool to create whatever it is that you're envisioning. So I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? We have stuck energy on the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Some of you may be really exhausted, feeling like you must protect yourself. You may feel like every decision you make is in reference to protection. Some of you may feel as though, or be concerned about being stolen from quite a bit. It could even be stolen from by, for some of you, people that you would never think would steal from you, but people that are higher up. A lot of times, a hierophant is like a supervisor at work. You may feel like they're not paying you enough. You may feel like they're breadcrumbing you, and you may feel like that's thievery, and it is, when you're not getting paid what you deserve. Um, you may be focused on that quite a bit, and you may be exhausted from that. And I'm seeing the angel number 2002. So that year may be important to you, or this could be like military time, which would be what, 8:02 at night. But that number kind of brings up that you have a lot more power, right, over your mind than you realize. And they want you to execute and learn, like, learn, focus on your thoughts more than anything else, but focus on your interests more than anything else. That will turn things around. Make sure you try to turn your mind around whenever you start thinking about the times you have to defend yourself, or the times where you may feel wounded by someone, stolen from even, because it will get better. This is going to get better over time. Like, this may be a downtime, but it's going to get better. They want you to kind of, I hate to say this, but they're almost, spirits almost asking you to chill out, have fun, open up, go outside, have fun. Don't worry about anything. You are protected. Let love in, let people in, because there's something about you being very closed off in your head. They don't want you to rush anything. Fear, because judgment, 8 of Wands. So look, don't rush anything. I can't make this up. Allow nature to take its course in this energy, because your angels are working things out. It's time to kind of face the fact that you did everything is a miracle. Everything is going to be a miracle in your life, especially the things you say. It's very important you watch with your words. You speak on peace in a sense, not waging war on anything, not being like, and they did this to me and that and the third. Because for some of you, I do see that you're discovering that you're being underpaid. Some of you may feel exhausted. You may feel like saying something about it, and spirit's like, don't waste your breath on those things. Focus. Wait, don't waste your breath. Use your breath for love. Remind yourself consistently to breathe the love into your life. Speaking about the things you love, speaking about the things that interest you, and that's something that takes a lot of courage, because Aries, they always say Aries is the sign of war in a sense, right? But it's more than that. It's like, and I keep hearing negative things, right? But Aries, every Aries I've known, they don't like injustice. Aries doesn't do that. I don't see that. I don't see. I just like to argue for the sake of it. It's the passion of the words and the passion of how the words come across that sound argumentative. But if you really discuss things with them, they don't. They're not angry. They're just talking. And like, what? I don't get it. I never understand it. I actually get that a lot because I have heavy Aries in my chart, and in my personal life, I have gotten that a lot. Someone was like, "You're so intimidating." I'm like, "Huh? What?" Never. My thought process is, I'm not even on war. I'm just talking because this is an exciting topic. Like, what? But either way, Spirit does want you to focus mostly on changing your mind, because it seems as though the powers that be that are dispatched to assist you focus on your words and your mind, right? Because your words are spilling over from your thoughts in a sense. So they focus on both. So it's very important that you say or focus on your words about love, focus on your interests, focus on peace. And don't forget to be like, just say to yourself, anytime you start feeling uncomfortable with the esoteric or the void of, maybe this could, I can't really make this happen. This sounds like a fantasy. My mind is my tool to use in any way I wish. And understand that it's being used. Your mind is being used to create your utopia, if you will. So I'm going to throw that out there, leave that there. I hope this makes sense, okay? You could be dealing with a Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Taurus. Those are the main signs. We also have Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, or Virgo. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, or an Aries, Taurus cusp. We have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. If we're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.